Good evening, guys. Welcome aboard on our first episode of VOG's podcast on our YouTube channel, Next Star Hall. So if you haven't subscribed, I urge you to go ahead and subscribe right away because we have a lot of amazing content in store for you. So today I have with me Adebison Moses, a student of Olajuwon Obanjo College of Cultural Sciences. And I'm happy to be here today. Thank you for the opportunity, sir. So actually, I myself am Boniface Faith, the TV host on this channel. So today we'll be looking at a very important, a very crucial issue that is facing Nigeria at large now. Generally, as of recent, we all discovered that one specific issue is really facing us. Here is it. High cost of living in Nigeria. Questions that we will be taking a deep look into based on our personal lives, and I hope you are ready for it.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so
I would say high cost of work. You know, when the cost of fuel is so high, every other things will be affected in one way or the other. Directly or indirectly, when fuel is high, every other commodity, no matter how small it is, either it is produced locally or from outside, it will be affected because they all have to be transported, including human. Will all have to be transported from one place to another, and that will, in one way or the other, influence those in the transportation. Then I would like to talk about currency fluctuation. You know, for the past few months or weeks now, we have been experiencing currency fluctuation in Nigeria. Our currency has not been stable for a while now, and of course, it is arguably affecting the cost of living in Nigeria right now.
okay, so for me, actually, basically, I'll take a deep look into the issue. All I can say is, as the whole issue is being resulted, or the whole issue just came into existence as a result of bad governance. Because taking a deep look, when you have bad governance, there are a lot of things that you are going to face. You're going to face inflation, you're going to face currency fluctuation, there is going to be food inflation, there is going to be a lot of issues, not just increase in petrol price. Like, they are all just like examples, they are like the dividends bad governance bring into place. So bad governance totally will be the issue for me, one of the major reasons or significant reasons why we have increase in standard of living, like increase in cost of living in Nigeria. So personally, the cost of living in Nigeria has affected my personal life. So if I'm going to break it down into process, I'll say me receiving a salary of 100,000 naira monthly or making an income of 100,000 naira monthly, there is nothing I can actually use it for. That is going to satisfy me. There is no way that I'm going to make expenses that much, that I'm going to have savings. Like imagining having expenses for food at maybe 45,000 a month. Somebody say 45,000 on food, yeah, that's 1.5 per day. So maybe lightly purpose maybe on due to the fact that we don't have electricity, we don't have good electricity in Nigeria. Up to go for petrol, then you have to spend 1,500 naira per day, which is going to result in 45,000 naira in a month, all resulting to 90,000 naira. A hell, it is a lot. Like, as a person, you are not going to have any form of savings. There is no going to be form of savings for you. Like, when you draw your budget entirely for that month, you'll be owing, you'll be in debt. So generally, the cost of living has generally affected me as a person.
Personally, I would just like to go back to a few months ago. You know, let's say what 50K will get last in the last 6 months, maybe 90K, 100K will get that this present month. So that is to tell us that things are skyrocketing by the day. So costs of goods and services are no more predictable. There is no uniformity of price any longer. Things are just changing anyhow.
As popular demand thing, I said back in the days we tell you yesterday price is today price. But my brother, last day's price will be next day's price. Everything has changed.
The price of things are just increasing.
Yeah, so that's my job for cost of living is
pocket friendly any longer. It's pocket steering.
So
talking about clothing.
to me, everything, because we check it. You said clothing earlier, yeah, clothing has increased, housing has increased, petrol price has increased, water is like,
Water is no longer life. Water is expensive.
Water has become good too. So everything, all the basic needs we need in life, water, heating, housing, electricity, everything has increased. So everything has increased at the same time. Personally, based on my own fact, there are policies which the government of recent times have put into consideration that have resulted to the high cost of living in Nigeria. Take, for instance, when this government first came into place, they brought in the removal of subsidy policy, which resulted into increase of price in petrol and gas also. So basically when that went up, transportation price went up. I know it's just like a channel. Once there's an increase in petrol price, definitely petrol price must go up. And once transportation price goes up, generally price will go up because every goods are being transported from one destination to another to meet everybody's demand. So basically, since this policy was put into place, it immediately resulted, like within a week or two, everything went high. Everything, cost of living went very high. And two, the current policy which was even playing brought current policy on electricity bill, like out of recent brought out the policy of increment in tariff plan. So if you could imagine then electricity being an option. Now that electricity now has been hampered. Everyone has to, okay, good, since petrol price is rising on a daily basis, everyone has to opt for electricity now. Electricity has been hampered also. So electricity price went up also as of recent. So as of recent, a friend of mine was enlightening me on discussion he had with the company that do supply in the goods he sells. It was like, they told him that 3 or 4 months ago, they were paying, okay, their electricity bill were being charged as maybe 800,000 naira, yeah, 800,000 naira per month. As of recent, due to the policy which the government just put in place, the bill increased from 800,000 naira to 4.1 million. So imagine, you now imagine that kind of increment. It's going to definitely affect the price of that goods which is being supplied. So all will now result towards cost of living, because once that price of goods is already being increased, everybody will now have to begin to increase the cost of their own goods in order to acquire that product. So some people will say, okay, farmers, why are they increasing prices? If you expect a farmer now who goes to farm for a full year and then the crop is out, he makes his income, to now sell his product at a cheaper price. How is the farmer now going to get all that basic needs? So definitely for that farmer to get all that basic needs, he must also increase, he must put increase on his own price. So the policy which government has put in place is in return was bringing in what? Increase in price of goods and services. So,
and of course, we agree with you that a commodity that a banker or a lawyer will buy at the rate of 1,005, the same farmer will buy the same thing for that amount. So it is needed or it is required of that farmer to also increase the
for framework price of what I just said.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
So it is required of that farmer to also increase whatever is there,
sure.
so it can meet up with the budget. Of
course,
course,
the policy the government has put in place. Vice versa has brought improvements. Basically, inflation has played a major role in increasing increasing cost of living in Nigeria. Inflation should be one of the major reasons why there are high cost of living in Nigeria generally. Yeah, inflation has played a major role to me. Any opinion?
No idea, no idea.
Specifically to me, it has generally affected the standard of living of every average Nigerian living in Nigeria. Like every average Nigerian, in as much you are in Nigeria, or maybe you are living in Nigeria or living in Nigeria and your income is not actually huge averagely. Like your income is at an average level, you are surely going to be affected because it will be. Because once you actually receive your salary, imagine you receiving 100,000 naira and you want to make expenses for your family now. Imagine you are a family head, you want to provide for your family. There is no way you are going to cope with the situation in hand. Because if you are going to spend 45,000 naira on one single head as a person in that family, then 100,000 naira is nothing to write home about. It's not going to provide for 3 people in our family. So, the cost of living in Nigeria has affected every single Nigerian, every single person living in Nigeria. So that is it.
You will agree with me that gone are the days where we eat 2 square meal.
No. I would say no. As an average Nigerian, 3 square meal should not be a question. Because if you are looking at 3 square meal, I don't know if
if an average Nigerian should try 2 square meal now, of course, it's going to death.
It's gone.
Because there's no stories about it. But just imagine the cost of things alone. Imagine someone earning 100 to 150K. What will you do with that amount? Just capital feeding for a month alone. That is almost
all. To me, I think every salary, like most salary, every Nigerian, average Nigerian, every average Nigerian that is living in this country nowadays, should not so once you have just put food in your table, you should not be happy the whole money you make nowadays is just put food on the table. Actually not going to provide for all that basic needs. So it's not really going to cater for housing, it's not really going to cater for electricity bills, for lighting, for health, like a lot. So that is it.
Talking about clothing, talking about the children's education, and even yourself, the other expenses that you have to do, they are miscellaneous.
There's a lot of expenses you have to do like laundry, eating. There are a lot of expenses you incur.
There are even up on thin expenses that you.
Yeah, sure. Maybe accident that happens in the home,
This economy has not been supportive at all. It has not been encouraging.
So it's not the economy. The current situation is not good for any average Nigerian.
In summary of all what you have done today, I would just like to point out the fact that government policies has really affected our economy a lot. Also talking about the fact that the cost of living is so high for average man. It's like in the case of a man, an average Nigerian earning about 100K, how do you expect him to survive with 2 to 3 children? And he has to send them to school, of course, that is required. They have to feed, transportation, he has to pay for house rent. All of those things are not or will not be easy. There will be challenge, a great challenge for average Nigerians. So, and also,
Naturally, for me, I would say the government should review their policies. Like they should actually review the policies they are putting to ground. Like they should gather together, look for solutions. Because every Nigerian, every single Nigerian, or average Nigerian, let me just say average Nigerian, can never in this situation, like meet up with the
standard of living,
meet up with all that basic needs. Basically, the amount of money they earn nowadays is basically for feeding. So there are other needs that we do have nowadays, like health care, you have the education, you have feeding. No, feeding I said is basically for feeding, but like education, health care, you have the transportation, life main expenses, and all that serious expenses. So there are a lot of them expenses to make in life. There are a lot of needs we need as a person, or lots of desires we have as a person. But the cost of living here in Nigeria, as an average Nigerian, you can never meet up with a standard. So I urge the government to gather together, rally around, seek for solutions, review their policies, like work on their policies in order to see each and every Nigerian living happily once again. So I urge them to put that into consideration and look into it and provide measures that are going to solve all these issues that we face, or issues that are a result to increase the cost of living. So that is my say on today's show, and I hope you enjoyed every bit of the show. Hope to see you in episode 2. And actually in episode 2 we'll be inviting different guests to speak on other specific issues facing Nigerians, like apart from that, other basic issues generally. So I hope to see you in the episode 2 of Richie's podcast YouTube channel next home. So I urge you to go like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Do us some help, do you some help. So enjoy your day.
Cheers, now.
Peace out.